We have another video out of San Francisco, and the original one that we saw, they called the woman Permit Patty, and those names are getting on my nerves, but you know the video that I'm talking about, where the little girl was selling water that was 8 years old, and she called the police asking about a permit. Now you have another one out of San Francisco where a person's trying to sell things on the sidewalk, and she decides to pick up her phone and start calling. Her name is Rene Folena, but a man saw her picking up her phone to call, and he started recording. Let's roll the clip.
Eddie here, everybody.
Rene Folena says she lost her job by doing what she's supposed to do, trying to help street vendors.
Let's get her viral also. Permit Betty.
Until Thursday, she worked in outreach with Street Plus, a community group that contracts with Yerba Buena Community Benefit District, which aims to make the city a more welcoming place. In this now viral video, Folena is seen holding her phone and talking to a street vendor on Market Street. The man recording the video, it appears, accuses her of harassing the vendor about having a permit.
She's got to mess with people that just trying to make a living.
Trying to make a living here, you would never be able to walk on the sidewalks.
That I was not calling the police. I wish everybody would stop thinking that I was on the phone to the police.
Over the phone, Folena tells me while on her lunch, she made a call to a community guide at her job to come check on the vendor to help get the woman a one-day permit. Folena tells me she is half Mexican and half Irish, and in no way is a racist.
I'm sorry that I was doing my job by calling somebody to come over to help her. I'm sorry that I didn't make the phone call myself or give her the information.
In a statement, the YBCBD says we are vigilant in ensuring our values of inclusivity and of treating people with compassion, respect, and dignity. And a service provider misrepresented it and no longer works there. Street Plus did not return requests for comment about Folena's employment. The grandmother believes the video does not
Let's
show.
Let's figure out what company she's with. Oh, where's she going?
What I regret is
Where's she going?
The district and the company actually having my back.
It is wonderful and great that y'all are causing them to lose their jobs every time they do this. And we need to keep on making that the norm. If they're picking up the phone to call police or call whoever they want to call, bothering people that's not bothering them, a person that's innocent, didn't do anything wrong, they should lose their jobs. And then maybe the next one to think about it. But you know what? They don't even think about it because they can't help themselves. How many people have lost their jobs just this year behind the same thing they're doing now, and yet they still go out and do it? When you have an impulse to be this evil toward people, it says a lot about yourself. Because when things like this are more important to you than your livelihood, now when he mentioned a job, she starts scurrying away real quick, but it was too late. She got fired. And that's the wonderful thing about this. Y'all keep using those cell phone cameras as agents of justice. Expose them, shame them. That's what needs to happen. Now she says, oh, she's not a racist. When you say you're not a racist, I'm going to say, yes, you are. Because you know exactly what you was doing. That man didn't even call her racist at all in the video. He even mentioned that. He just put the camera on her. That's her guilt, and that's her admission, because she knew exactly what she was doing. But let's see the next one that's going to do this. Of course, we got many, many more stories to report on of them calling the police. And I'm going to keep saying this. Many of us always pointing at the so-called white man with racism, but you never look at the female. And who's doing all the calling to the police with these stories? It's rarely the men, but it's mostly the women. Just think about that. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story. And it's good she lost her job. Hopefully in the future she'll leave people alone.